Son, give it good issue for better discussion. They will carry La Bible it is of breaking from you for better discussion. Second, La Bible is for better discussion. Second, Never give up life, no matter what the difficulties may be. Trust and believe in Allah that there will come a solution one of these days. Don't be moved by what you see. They are all vanity. And so wake up this morning and say it is time for me to move into success. Do what is right, avoid problems, be the best you think you can be, and live the rest of your life. And so woke up this morning. Good morning, folks, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Liberia, on Voice of Liberia. 104.1 in Monrovia, 89.7 in Mangi, 90.7 in Banga, and other frequencies across Liberia. We want to say good morning to you and welcome to the People's Program. And this is where we converge. We converge to talk about the issues of our country, giving you Liberians the opportunity so that you can speak out on issues as well. And so this morning we're going to be doing things, we're going to be talking about the issues that matter, allowing you Liberians to weigh in on critical national issues. Liberia has become a country where eating is now an achievement, while those of the people in power, they pay less attention to the well-being of the people they govern, using the people to enrich themselves. When will Liberia be a country for all? And certainly, we should not go back to the bushes. Let's use conversation to make the change we want to change or we want to see in our lives, in our country. And so, good morning, folks. Welcome to the program. Wherever you are joining us in and out of Liberia, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the program. My name is Sekou, and I'm Sekou Sharif. Inshallah, with the blessing of my parents, protection of Allah, acceptance, we will be here this morning up to 10 o'clock. We've got the issues. And so we're going to be talking about the issues. My dear sister is here with me this morning, Liberia-VOL. We're going to be rolling it up to 10 o'clock. And today, the Capitol building was the fate of the Kofa block and anti-Kofa block. Politics is at its best. And let me say good morning to you, Samira. Good morning, my dear sister.
Let me say good morning to you, Sekou, and good morning to you, Sekou, and good morning to all Liberians following this program. It's good to be here this morning. We are here again with the people's job. What we said yes, we were committed to is what we are here to do again. So let me say good morning to you and welcome to all of us to another fascinating edition of Good Morning Nigeria. Today might be Easter making day. I don't know how it's going to be like, whether it's in the process we go through or not. That is something that we are waiting to see later as to how everything will be. But we're here to get all of the information that we are to get and be able to provide it to the public. And also, we have been providing our own analysis, giving you um, clear view as to how the legislative politics works. We brought in people who explained to you the article, the constitution, some of the rules, and everything. We're looking and waiting to see as to if it's going to play out the way in which it played out for other speakers in our country. So it's great to be here this morning, and let us acknowledge some of you who's following the platform this morning. Quickly, let's do that, then we go into some of our issues. This is Christian Sigbe. He says, "Good morning. I am following this conversation closely from my Capital Building office. And this is Archie Brown. Okay, Archie. S. Lorenzo Bruce says, I'm watching from a residence in Campwell. Matthew Musa writes, good evening, voice of Liberia. I'm watching from the USA. And then Stanley Sharif says, eating has become major achievement in Liberia under this unprepared president. Kotape writes, morning VOL family. I'm watching you guys from Banga City, Bon County. CEO, thanks for the show. Romeo T.S. Canon says, check your system. The system is good. Asata Miller writes, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Soul Clinic Community. Good to be on the show. Waka government is a complete calamity that has befallen our nation Liberia. And John David Akuma Yakwawolo writes, good morning, my VOL family. I'm watching from a gentleman agreement corner in Banga City, Bon County. This is Chie Exodus Tolbert. He says, good morning to the peace loving people of Liberia. My morning greetings to the CEO and your co-host. I'm Chie Exodus Tolbert, following from Comfort Zone in Broadville City. Morton Corner Flower Farm Community. Can't wait, excuse me, to hear something great this morning. AC Makia writes, good morning, the Liberia number one investigative journalist and your co-host, our female journalist, Liberia Woman. I'm following from a sick bed after a terrible accident that got my fingers cut off. Wow. Please remember me, Sekou. I'm in serious pain. Sekou Sharif, please shout, oh man. We want to say we are sorry about what happened. And this is permanent technician Mercy Williams. She says, good morning, Sekou. I'm following from Shoe Factory Community. Simeon Tablet is watching. Prince Wild, this is Gopswa. Yes, or Broswa. He says, good morning, Sekou, and my dear sister Samira. I'm following your broadcast from Niba County, Kansas City. Jackson Donor writes, good morning. I'm following live from District 2, Grand County. OG Joe Harvey says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Zion Town. Thanks for the good work. Jans Ware Badio. He says, good morning, Voice of Liberia, and good morning to the peace loving citizens of Maryland County. I'm watching live from District 16, Montserrat County. Central Nuku Town, where Honorable Dixon Sibo remains the most serious mandate representative. I'm Yense Ware Badio. And this is Valentino Robinson. He says, good morning, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Winterman City, Lofa County. CDC Success Data for Life says, good morning, Voice of Liberia family. I'm watching from Dupont Road. God, please have mercy on Liberia. This is Vamuya D. Sharif. This person writes, watching from Broadville City, Morton Corner Community. Thanks for the show. We are getting there. Stanley Sharif says, over the past months, Liberia or Liberians are only benefiting thousands of pictures and thousands of gentlemen agreements, thousands of MOUs from the unprepared president's travel. But why using the Liberian people money on for nothing travel? But we are getting there. Moses, this is Morris Roberts Jr. He says, I'm watching from Manchester City. Lower Marquis, Thomas Matadi writes, good morning, VOL. I'm watching from Honorable Abel Gustin Avenue in Painesville along the Pipeline Road. Ayuba Critical Kabah says, with one voice of Liberia family, I'm following from Paris Town, Monrovia, Liberia. Thank you all for following. Do not forget to share the live video. Simbu YouTube writes, good morning. I'm watching from Dubai. Liberians will always learn the hard way because we told them that JMB Rescue Mission came to pay themselves, but they didn't listen. So we want to say thanks to you all for watching. Those of you who just coming, just drop where you are following this broadcast from. And also do not forget to share the live video. Invite a friend to listen. It's always good that whenever you get up in the morning, turn to a radio station to be able to know what is happening in the country before leaving your house or while driving your way to work. Is to get information. It's information that we are all feeding on nowadays. Like it or not. So the cash giveaway is on. We're giving out 3,000 Liberian dollars this morning for 100 LD. All you need to do is star 799 hash, and then you select option 8, which is for Voice of Liberia. Put in your 100 Liberian dollars and stand a chance to win 3,000. You will want to play more than 2, 3, 4 times. It's on till 10 o'clock, so the choice is yours to make more money. More money this morning. Seku.
Yeah, so the choice is yours. Like you said, we need to make more money. So keep playing, and then you will stand a chance to win. It is always advisable to play, and then you will stand a chance to win. Don't be, deterred on playing. Keep playing, and then trust me, it is something that is real. Once you play, you will win.
Yeah.
Once you play, you will win. So don't be deterred about that. Keep playing, and you will stand a chance to win. Um, today is the birthday of the former president of Liberia, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Okay.
I think today marks 86. Yes, if I'm right.
Wow.
And so let's say happy birthday to you, uh, Madam former President. A president is always a president.
Mhm.
She served this country, no matter what some of you at the time had a disagreement.
Mhm.
That is it. But she remains uh, the
A
former
leader.
president of Liberia.
Mhm.
When they're counting presidents, Ellen will be among the name of presidents.
And
And so,
Seku, you know that it is great that we still have.
two former
Yes,
presidents.
yes. That is
Yes.
something that is
Our democracy
important.
is growing.
Yeah.
We'll get there,
Mhm.
little by little. We'll get there. Yes, it is growing. So little by little. Um, so we want to say happy birthday to you. We wish you all the best, Mama. Give you long life, even though you are aging.
Mhm. There's
Yeah,
something
we
called
go
seven,
on
seven score and 10, right? She passed it already.
yeah,
So she's
so
living by God's grace. I can't favor now.
yeah,
Mhm.
so we hope and pray. Wish you all the best.
Mhm.
Um, yesterday, did you follow the Ballon d'Or?
Yes, Seku, it is one of the things that goosebump cut me yesterday when I saw Liberia on the world map. Like when I saw the former president George Manuel Weah perform the way he performed at that time, it was something. It was a very, very much, I should say, good moment. At the same time, I had goosebumps all only saying, "Wow,
You were surprised,
wow."
huh?
I was surprised at that time how he took Liberia to the world stage. He continues to do that. Mhm. That
Yeah,
is something
so
that you will not take from him. So
yeah, sure, sure.
it's something that you
You,
will not take.
you know, there's something that there are things that people do, you never take it away, and
Mhm.
I think he's just a blessed person. He has done well for himself, country, and you
Mhm.
know,
Hmm.
You know,
That is something that you wouldn't even take from him because look at Liberia was on the world stage again.
yeah. So
Let us put
he
that
was one of
this
the persons that presented the
presented.
award.
Yes, yes.
That
Mhm.
was so good. That was so good on yesterday, and people were trying to. But when it comes to soccer, there are some other things you don't take from George Weah.
100%.
Yeah, you don't take that from him. He's well accomplished in terms of that. He did extremely well. He made the world to know Liberia. So you don't take that from him so easily. That is not something to even think you can take from him. Yeah, so that is it. Mm.
He represented. He was there to give out the award yesterday.
Yes,
And
the most
yes.
prestigious word,
Mhm.
the Ballon d'Or. The
Mhm.
man you he carried it before though.
Yes.
He came from Africa and he became successful and he carried same before.
Yes, that was in 1995.
Okay,
Yes,
1995.
he was the one standing here receiving the award. In 2024,
He's the one giving
giving the
the
award out.
award
You see how it looks, you see how it plays out, and it's not just that we want to talk about it. Let's put politics aside, but when you call Josh Manning, we are named where he's coming from is Liberia.
yes.
So people know Liberia.
Yeah,
People get to know
that
Liberia.
you don't take it. Yeah, like I said, you don't take that from Georgia.
Hmm.
There's no way you take that. He has been known globally, not just our local politics or some other areas. Yeah, but that is it. Um, on tomorrow we will start a conversation around um, this whole hauling or pulling of the Ministry of Transport and that of the Justice Ministers, the Liberal National Police,
Mhm.
along with another company that saying that they should be having the right to print or the lesson plate and all kinds of issues. And we'll go deep into it. Yesterday there was a hearing and you could see they were at each other, the justice minister and that of the transport minister. And the transport minister feels that the contract should already to remain to where it is instead of them taking that contract to the other company. So there was an exchange of words in the hearing yesterday, trying to defend their own side. But that entire thing will tell you about it starting from tomorrow. We've been investigating some allegations surrounding the Monrovia uh, MCSS.
Mhm.
MCSS is the institution that is responsible for government high schools in the country. They supervise them, they provide support to them, and through the government support and all of that. But the head of that place is one Mr. Momo.
Mhm.
And there have been series of other allegations coming from there, ranging from financial misappropriation, ranging from sexual harassment, ranging from uh, awarding of contract not being done in a due diligent way. There have been series of other allegations uh, where promotions are made based on one thing that this person is my kinsman or whatsoever. We have quote unquote communications in our possession, though, which starting from tomorrow, because of the time today, we will have a deep conversation. But this is what we've done. We've been able to listen to both parties. On yesterday after on the radio, we did a visit at the superintendent of MCSS,
Mhm.
Honorable Momo. and we had to have a sit in with him. He gave us his own account. We asked him a few other questions, and he was very flexible. And we asked him, and he said what he said. And we asked him, we wanted to have it on record, but he said, he never wanted to be on record. And we told him that whatsoever he said to us, we will use it as his official side of it. So on tomorrow, we will start a conversation, and we will also make you to understand what we've investigated, some of what we've gathered. We because we've listened to the two sides, the side that is alleging, and we've listened to him as the head of the institution. And then he said what he said to us. And so we've done our own independent investigation, and we will start the conversation about MCSS on tomorrow. And we will not leave anything untouched. We will say everything we know. We will show everything we've investigated, and that will be on tomorrow, right? Uh, I don't know, Samira. Have you heard or seen since the election Alexander Cummings?
Mm, no, what I know of is that after the election, he left the country, and then he came back for the inauguration,
Mm-hmm.
which I heard that there was no seat there for him.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the cool people had to fast this for you to
they
tell
come
you
to
how
bad.
the whole thing it was not planned for from the sound system and everything. And
They say they
since
country will put you in rush. Yeah,
Liberia is not a mate,
yeah, man.
yeah, that's what I said.
How you go look at Alexander Cummings, then you don't get seat for
Yeah,
him.
they had to run around to find seat for him and everything. Yeah, on that day. And
But God did.
what day? Since that time, I have not heard, neither have I seen him
Okay.
around. So it seems like he's out of the country. But Sekou, there's the thing. This is what most of our so-called politicians they do. They only come into the country when you'll notice that when we are reaching to 2029, you'll see people start coming into the country.
They will come and make
Yeah,
all kinds
big promises and all of that. And at the end of the day, once election finish, all of that children they are not yet old. They will just leave the country. I mean, without doing anything. If you get people from America trying to come and scam to be a president, you'll get some broke people who doesn't have money trying to be a president. That's how it works in our country now. Because you see one man say, "I have money, support me, I have the vision and all of that." He will buy the public sympathy at the end of the day. The public elects him, he cannot work. But that is it. Majority of the politicians, even the other man who the man who he have with comments.
Mm-hmm. African.
That's all. Yes, you can hear about all of the names. But you know what I think, Sekou? I rather think that in my own sense, that is what I think. I rather think that this thing is just be two or three political parties, right?
But in
People,
all
yeah,
essence, we don't have more political parties now in Liberia. We just have the teams, but the two
yeah.
major political
The
parties
CDC, you
it
get the
is CDC and
party.
Unity Party.
Seriously. So all of the other people, they should just
The
be
other
able
people are
to.
just helper of a political parties.
Hmm.
So they just say, okay, everybody got also now, but can they be any
Yeah.
serious
That is
people?
the thing. Go to the registering everything for is the kind of leadership you see women will come down and say, I want to do this, do that. But after elections, you cannot stay with the people and be able to identify problems. You cannot stay with the people and see as to how you can do what you can do in your town or district that you want to do it in to move the country forward. But rather you go abroad, your whatever country, you stay there. And after all of the years, you come back, there's election, and say you want to. That is how it happened. What have been happening? So Alexander Cummings, you cannot hear of him. I don't know as to if president in that I can't tell me. But over the period of time he has been struggling with this presidency thing,
And
it's
been
really
easy.
things are now living fine. And he has been going back and forth. The Unity Party had it. They had to break up due to some reasons. You know, one person gave their friend a chance to a barrier. Yeah, said how you cannot Joe Parker one or the other. He want to be a senator, and then Joe Parker want to be a senator. So they have four back. Everybody went their separate ways, and the election went on, and we 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 got our 79-year-old Chico.
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
decolonizing our country.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
on today, the president of our country, Joseph Walker, had on the people of our country, particularly the young people, that there will be job opportunity, meaning the percentage of young people getting jobs will be much more better than any other area because they said they know they've got the solution. We're going to be looking at that and looking at the open disrespect
Mm-hmm.
and Margaret from the Senate pro tem of the Liberian Senate,
Mm-hmm.
Yomli Kaga Lawrence to Liberians. When 99.5% of the people of our country barely get food to eat, like we've always said, eating has become an achievement. And you see the people that are walloping in our money or our resources are showing in your face, making more out of you. It is just fair enough to think and believe that they are not in the interest of it. And so that will be one of our discussion here this morning. So we can have a conversation about it. But before that time, we're going to take an hour to look at the Capitol building this morning. There's no way we will have a conversation in the coming days without talking about the legislature.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, today is the 29th of this month,
Yeah.
and the budget goes to the legislature on tomorrow, the 30th. Who's going to receive the budget? What becomes of the budget? And there's no way that a government will operate without a
A budget.
budget.
It doesn't work like that.
And the budget has a budget timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying, if we are not careful, we're going to run into constitutional crisis. Because if there will be no section today, all the legal people will understand that this is not a good sign for our country. And this morning, before I allow, and this is what we're going to do, we're going to say out, and we're going to allow you, Liberians, you will call and tell us which one of the districts you are from in Liberia. And you're going to speak directly to your representative. If you think what they are doing from the bloc that have refused to do the people's job, to come in the mean chambers, you can tell them what you want to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
And if this continues, fellow Liberians, and I think it is about time for us to use our platforms. This is not inciting the people, but to make the people to allow all of the representatives that have since refused to do the Liberian people job, not to sleep in their own homes, not to go in their district peacefully, not to move in Monrovia peacefully, not to do things peacefully, not to sleep in hotels. We need to get in our numbers and go there. Because at the end of the day, it is real abuse that will be the victim.
Mm-hmm.
What they're doing, are they doing it in the interest of the country? What the country stands to benefit? Nothing. What are we going to benefit from all of what they do? Nothing. At the end of the day, I'm not going to look at this thing from this other side, but I'm going to look at it from the standpoint of Liberians. Why have this first stage? The month ends. The month got 31, 30 days.
31 days.
31 days.
Begins
The
day
month
after
ends
tomorrow.
on Friday.
On Thursday, day after tomorrow.
On Thursday, sorry.
Yes,
The month ends on Thursday. And they will be taking pay.
Yeah,
Even though they are not working.
they are not working.
And you call that, they say, oh, it's part of the legislative workings.
Yeah.
Why can't we put the interest of our country? So what the country stands to benefit from all of what you guys are doing now, what it brings in terms of profit, how those of the people in Broken Lake, how do they benefit from what is going on in the Capitol building?
The former
How the people in Wasonga, how the people in River G, in Tampo, how the people in all of the areas in Liberia benefiting from what is going on at the Capitol building. When the people stood under the sun, under the rain, to say, we will vote for you. Is this how you pay them back? Don't you say to yourself, sit in your closet and say, what I'm doing, is it helping the country or is it affecting the country? When you know, say you do things not in the interest of the people you represent, but yesterday you come and say you love the people, you are working to change their lives. The legislature has become a problem. We've complained many times that the problem this country is faced with, it is being done or it is being created by the legislature. They've never done anything in the interest of the people. They've always done things for the personal interest.
person again.
Now I think it is time for Liberians, citizens of no terms of political affiliation to say, oh, I want to do this because of CDC, I want to do this because of Unity Party, but to come out and say, enough is enough. Now we need to make our lawmakers to understand that we voted them and they should work in our interest and stop using our votes to erase themselves. Because there is a thing. You got a bunch of men and women put themselves together, make themselves to look like they are children, and go sleep in a hotel. It shows how unserious they are. We need to be honest here. So they say, when you want to remove somebody, you can't sleep in your house.
Men acting like boys.
Honorable acting like unhonorable people. Sometimes you don't need to be representative before they call you honorable, because your normal life you live represents an honorable person.
Yes.
The reason why the people of the 3 districts of our country elected you people, they thought that you people have a wisdom to lead. You will think far better than what they think of. Is this what they voted you for? To come and be sleeping in a hotel? Is it not a disgrace to your district? You come in town, some of you left from Lofa County, some of you left from some of Riverside, Grand Crew, Grand Jide, Bonnie, Great Mount, Mount Gibby, Bong, Sino, Maryland. So you only come to town to come and sleep in a hotel. Is that what the people voted you for? What kind of people are they? You come to sleep in a hotel? No one is against what you want to do. It is for legislative politics. I'm not a lawmaker. But sometimes you do things that add value and respect to you. But some of the things you do, it takes away value and respect. And people tend to see it as unserious. I'm not going to be going into. I'm looking at this from the point of the Liberian people. What Liberians tend to benefit by you sleeping to hotel. To remove somebody that you can sleep in your own house, you tend to hotel ball or you tend to hotel girl. That's how boys and girls
Thank
behave.
you. That's how playful they are.
Because any serious person will not want to go that route. Yes, if you have a legitimate issue, fair enough. Go and do what you can do. Okay, let us say today that, okay, for the sake of the country, those of the people that want to remove the speaker will say, for the sake of the country, we will go to the chambers and we will go and stand there and express ourselves and look in the face of the speaker and tell him what we want to tell him. That is about good governance. Tell the man in his face what he has done. Say, listen to me. What you've done, this is what you've done, and we can no longer work with you. And so we will not allow you to continue to lead like this. All of us that are in support of the removal of the speaker, you'll go through the process. But for how many weeks or how many days will the Liberian people issue not be discussed? How many weeks? How many days will the Liberian people issue not be discussed? Huh? Where are we headed? And this is why sometimes I have a serious and I have, I say, a fundamental problem, or I have a serious problem with those of the people you call religious leaders or all the other organizations. They are sitting, they are seeing what's happening, they are not engaging, they are not speaking. But at the end of the day, they will want to come to one party and say, you know what, for the sake of the country, you just want you to just leave it because you know this, you know that. You think that's how it works? When you call yourself leader, it is this time that you need to show your leadership. Listen, we need to stop doing business as usual. When a particular group feel certain way and they want to come and make things the way they want to make it, and you say, oh, for the sake of the country, didn't they think about the sake of the country too? That this country here, that they belong to, didn't they think that, oh, if for the sake of the country, let me do this thing in the interest of the country? Oh, but it is only a particular person or particular group who think about the country. The other people should not think about the country. Is this what our leaders want us to believe? Now, I've come to the realization and believe that the vice president of our country is solely into this play. But I will say some things on this radio. I've said it here, and I want whosoever, the NSA or whosoever, to invite some of us. It will come a time the Liberian people will need to call the vice president on his number and tell him to take his hands into this because he's a clean cloak criminal. How did he get his riches? Using the Liberian people, and they want to continue to use this country as if to say it is their birthright. Their family members were the ones that formed this place. That only them supposed to be in power. That only them supposed to be rich. That only them children supposed to live better life.
Mm-hmm.
But you saw the video
Mm-hmm.
when Koga entered the Liberian Senate.
Mm-hmm.
You saw what the vice president said.
Mm-hmm.
He was so happy when the man entered the Liberian Senate, shook hands of senators. And let me say this. Honorable Funati Kofa is being fought from all angles.
Yeah.
Even some of the right decisions he has taken, he has been fought for it. Even the issue about the passage of the War and Economic Crimes Code, there are people that are not happy. It's been fought for it. The legs of Senator Prince Johnson.
Oh, yeah. You can. Yeah. You are.
Yes.
Just
So they spoken to all of that Nimba lawmakers and said, no, go against the man. And let me say this. That's the reason why sometimes the lawmakers they look like a classical beggars.
Mhm.
You know why? They've lacked self-independence. A lawmaker will tell you, say, I'm supporting the removal of Anti-Kufa because one senator tell me to do it.
Yeah.
As if to say the people of the district that voted you.
It was the senator they voted for. Or the senator instruction. It was based on the senator instruction that they voted for you.
Yeah.
That's how they make it to look. And I like the word that you use, a classical beggar. That's how they behave.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
You go sit down there, you say, the reason why you part of the team. They might
Because
call, they say before you go back, they might call the person. When they call the person, are you kidding me? So you are doing things because somebody told you to do it.
yeah.
So one lawmaker get issued because for nothing, not buying car.
Imagine.
But I don't blame them. I blame for nothing because it opens the avenue for such. How you become a representative, then someone is a representative,
They tell
then you say the
you
buy you a car. At your level, you're supposed to be begging someone to buy you a car. So what makes some of these lawmakers unserious? So sorry if it hurts you, but I think I need to say that's unseriousness.
Yeah, let the
You
people
cannot tell the people of your district that voted you up, let's just say 5, 15, 20,000 people that voted you, and say you come to town, you can buy yourself car.
Mhm.
But because Funati refused, or Funati said, okay, I will buy you car, and he did not buy you car at a particular time, it becomes a problem.
You have what of that in mind. There's somebody say I can't
So
remove
yeah,
them.
so he said, yeah, I'll remove them there because they may not buy me car.
Yeah.
But you got your 45,000 to buy your car. Why did you? Hey, I mean, yeah, man. Somebody love me because they there's a serious problem for any country. Can you be honest, man?
Mhm.
Not be honest. And to the day morning, we're having a conversation and you're wrong. We're having a conversation. We come to the other side too, where we will blame for nothing. Yes. So your way. Oh man, is it? Yeah, man, but the thing here. How long because I go tell somebody say, I mean, the person buy car, no problem. Then I can't tell you somewhere, I say somewhere, buy me car. So, okay, you say, yeah, I'll buy you the car.
You are a
Yeah.
lawmaker.
Yeah,
I am a lawmaker.
Then you working to the
That
same
we working for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you say, I say Samara buy me car. You say, okay, Samara, loyalty looking. Let me do one or two spinning. I'll buy you the car, or just give me a few times.
Mhm.
So that car come out.
You buy it. Yes.
You know, setting now is a then you go say you can't buy that car. I mean, because you buy the car, I say you buy.
Mhm.
You take out of it. Yeah, just be setting. As soon as somebody say, that's America, we're pure. I say, oh, my man, with you. We're pure. She
Imagine.
buy.
Imagine. Car that you yourself you receive your money for. You are to get your own car.
But who tell you say that speakers are supposed to back out for
That's the
people?
question.
What the Lord has said,
Speaker should buy you a car.
back out for representative. Eh? So what do you do?
What you do with your
Yeah,
own money?
the speaker is just in a position where it hard to talk. Yeah, man. So the men say they will give to the hotel. I saw we coming to get up. We'll storm that whole hotel
We
there.
carry the Liberian people
We'll get
there.
Liberian people there.
Yeah, the people
The
will
people that get our hotel, y'all wait and see.
Once I go-
Liberians will come out. They will take the law because all leaders in them. We'll take them from there.
people is better than these people be able to see the people that they protect.
Yeah.
Power. Let
Why
them
you
see.
get to where?
Let them see the people that
They
protect
be on
power.
showmanship, they will go and do that kind of a thing. They just go to the capital building, they just do
Yeah.
small, then they
Yeah.
leave. And they say they're working.
It's about time that they be able to make laws. Let them make the laws, not the noise.
Yeah, my man,
Mm-hmm.
my man going to be the presiding.
who can be representing to them?
Yeah.
Oh, the chieftain Thomas,
Yeah, they say
they
what
say I can
no,
point to
you
them.
coming to that one.
Uh-huh.
You coming to Thomas
So,
I want to issue where they say you coming.
who gave you the
Yeah,
right?
man, you
That's the
Thomas.
law. Because I already in the place,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
need to
man,
take
you
away
Thomas.
Roma, I should say.
Thomas was elected legitimately.
Thank you. But no Lord, I say you're removing.
Legitimately. Hiya, yo, wait. Let me just come in. Let me just play you. There's this message. You know, a leader is always a leader. This is a message delivered by the former president of Liberia on her birthday, which is today. She celebrates her birthday. There's one thing I always admire about her is how she speaks. Her voice has encouraging people. It encourages you. Oh, the woman, she knows, yeah, the woman has very good tone. You know, she knows how to play the tone and everything. She speaks well. You know, I love me call it. I can't remember where.
Fellow compatriot,
Yeah.
as I greet you through this message this morning, join me in thanking God for the blessings of I thank God as I clock 86, the blessings of challenges and opportunities, blessings of excitements and sorrow. The latest sorrow being the sudden death of my two older professional sons in a short period of 2 years apart. But the message today is not about it is about it is about us. It is about the country. Liberia is at a crossroads. Liberia's story historically is one of cleavage, the failure to assimilate, of political chicanery, and there's still too much of it today. Yet, with resilience, we have overcome these setbacks, and the worst of our times, we have prevailed. Moreover, we have survived two rigorous military rules, 2 decades of devastating wars, and a horrific disease, Ebola. But just think of the noteworthy part of our history, the support we have provided for the liberation efforts of other African countries that has been fundamental to Africa's sovereignty. Women have played a crucial role. For example, Chiswagoko, the strong woman chief who fought to bring such major investment to Liberia. Firestone, we had the first African woman to head the United Nations General Assembly, Angie Brooks Randall, and I was elected democratically the first woman president on the African continent. As we embark on a new regime of promised political change, the stakes are high. We must respond because the world is changing. Bilateral and multilateral relationships are repositioning demands for national self-reliance on the requirement of our people. We are proud that Africa is seen as the continent of the future, and several African countries are responding to this call with reimagined structures and systems to achieve their potential goals. Several are moving rapidly to claim the future, but yet others, engulfed by recurring bad habits, are being left behind. Let's face it, Liberia is one of those countries that will be left behind, even when compared with our closest neighbor, which no longer follows our lead. It is time for reflection, my people. It is time for us to work. It is time to stop the steal. It's time for honesty and time for changing minds and attitudes. It is time for our legislature to make laws and not noise. It is time.
Did you listen? It is time for our legislature to make laws and not noise. Listen to that message.
that our judiciary get on with settling cases and dispense justice without being compromised. It is time for the executive to speak, but speak with the power of exemplary behavior.
Hmm.
Some will ask, why this message now? It's because time for us, time for Liberia, running out. Why am I doing this? Because I'm a leader and because I care for the good of the country. Silence makes us all comfortable in wrongdoings. Wish me a happy 86th birthday.
Wow. I took few things
Mhm.
from the former president. It is time for the lawmakers to make the law, not to make noise. Here we are this morning. We are saying it to you, particularly you, lawmakers. It is time to make the laws, but not to make noise. It is time to work in the interest of the people, not to be sleeping to hotel. Some of y'all earlier wanted to leave your junior places.
Mhm.
You have your own operation going on. You're using the opportunity now, free money. I don't know where you're getting the money from because both of you people, like both of you people, it is out of no disrespect. Some of you people even barely afford the first 20,000 cash. Barely. This is not out of disrespect. 20,000 to say you will look at your hard-earned money and be paying $250 every day while you have your horse. You pay $250 every day. A particular one lawmaker, right? Let me do the calculation. 250. I'm just times uh 14. You pay 3,500 in Monrovia just to sleep to a hotel.
14?
For 2 weeks. I just said 2 weeks.
Oh,
A see 2 weeks. I just said 2,000. I mean $250. You get look at 3,500. You won't lawmaker,
mhm.
and you just go sleep in the place. It is time to make the laws, not to make the noise. It is time to go to work, not to be to hotel.
But you are being paid to work.
It is time to go in the rightful area and make the laws. If you want to remove somebody and make
Go
the
to
right
the
thing,
court. The court invited you people.
yes,
Go
it
there.
is time. But like we said this morning, let's talk on this thing before we provide our other analysis and we go to the lines. Because this morning we want you Liberians to speak directly to your representatives. It is time. Listen, this entire week, when we see how things will go, we continue to talk, see how things will go. We ourselves will organize a gathering where we will need to come out and tell them because what they're doing, don't sit and say, oh, they're not working. What kind of work they're doing? We will compel them to come to work. If they don't come to work, the hotel they're in, they will not sleep there. They will not sleep to their homes. Oh, yes. You Liberians, you the elected, you've got the power. You've got the power to do it. Oh, yes. If they think that they'll be so careless the way they want to be careless, you make them useful. Right?
Mhm.
Let's come on the aspect of the deputy speaker. You know, the guys are saying from the other side that, oh, if the deputy speaker fails to turn over today, uh, his position will be. But let me say, this, up to present, there's no legitimacy of the other side to say they got a legitimacy to determine the speakers, I mean, the deputy speaker's fate. Every day, I would disabuse the mind of physicians on this note. I would do it. I would take that to be. I'm not a friend to Thomas Fala. We are not friends. We don't have it. I have not spoken to him. I've been almost 2 to 3 years. We've not met. But the thing here is, there's something that you know You just need to be honest to it. If you're looking at history of convicted people, you don't say the wrong things and bad more for Kofa. Let's be honest. Fonati Kofa is the speaker, is the CDC speaker. But if you will go to the extent and bad more Thomas Fala and call Thomas Fala on Twitter and say Thomas Fala is this, but Fonati Kofa, they even Fonati Kofa is not even safe. Because tomorrow you can Fonati Kofa and call him on Twitter for someone else. There are certain people you have in your organization, no matter your disagreement, don't want to see them to be on Twitter. Do you know when you get people on Twitter? There are times that you know that they're on Twitter, but now people like Thomas, his entire political life has been tied down to CDC. And then, let me tell you something. Thomas is in a very difficult position. Let's be honest. Thomas needs to protect his job. You sedition. You don't have the right to vote in there. That is a legislative politics. So you stand a better place to have the speaker and the deputy speaker. And you also don't want at the end of the day to lose the speaker and the deputy speaker positions. So if you are fighting, you either remain with the two or you remain with one. So at this point, anything that Thomas will do, it doesn't call for anyone calling Thomas on Twitter. Because that's legislative politics, though. Thomas needs to protect his job. He needs to protect the deputy speakership. It also belongs to CDC. So I'm saying this to me where I've seen on social media, and sorry if I say this, and this is sometimes seditions are very good people, educated, well respected, but sometimes they want to believe, they question someone that thinking. You just walk over to me and look at Thomas Fala and bring him to be on Twitter. And look at Thomas Fala and say he's the one behind the removal of the speaker. Thomas Fala wants to be CDC. Amen, for God's sake. Thomas Fala, whose name is CDC, who has lived his life, there have been battles in the husks. Thomas has stood his ground for CDC. Even when it was so skillful to have lawmakers from another political party to join the Unity Party, to give them opportunity. The legs of Thomas Fala was in the house, he stood his ground, he did not betray the CDC. Thomas remains, he remains on the ticket of CDC. He continues to pay his dues. He continues to live his loyalty. That today, some of you will still come out and say you want to push him out of the box for the speaker for Nati Kufa. Then you must be very ungrateful at the highest level to Thomas Fala. No one should even be questioning the loyalty of Thomas Fala. But they think, there's something that you don't understand, and this is what you need to understand. Thomas is in a position where it is just difficult for a young man. Because his job is at stake, his position is at stake. And everything that Thomas is going through, is because of CDC. Thomas can't wait up. He go the way up. So why I want you to do that? So you'll say, okay, don't go to the house again. Then you'll tell the CDC. That at the end of the day, that's it, right? Because when I see people, and I saw the post from Musa Corner, a big brother that I respect him, he was trying to make a point that people should not, go after Thomas. And I said, he made a very good point. Now listen, we can disagree to agree, but as certain people, you don't just say they are treated with the level of sacrifices that Thomas Salah has made for CDT. Even some of you, the legs of Funati has not done it. Funati has not done it. Yeah, it is true that Funati is a CDC speaker. Fair enough. But the thing is, let me tell you something. Seditions, you guys have to work together and start doing the internal fight. Once you start to believe that Thomas Salah wants to remove the speaker,
Yeah.
and the speaker gets to believe that Thomas Salah wants to remove him, it builds the bad blood in CDC. Mind you, Thomas Salah has people that believe in his CDC. The speaker has people that believe in his CDC.
Yeah.
So you know what's going to happen? You're going to be at loggerhead. And then the governing party now will have the strength to go into you people and destabilize all of you.
Yeah.
And who becomes the victim? It is you, citizens.
Just the same way simple the speaker left from here with the president, and you have other citizens saying that he's in bed with the president.
Thank you.
So they are right to take him from there. So that's the split that is going to be caused, right? Because if you have one group saying that Funati Papa is in bed with the president, he's a citizen speaker, he's not to be there with the president. You had another group saying Thomas Salah is betraying Funati Papa. You had Funati Papa on the blog saying it's a lie. Thomas Salah is not. You know, a lot of things that will be an internal split.
And the thing is, Tamara, the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm setting the basis that if anything that happens, if Thomas Salah he decides to remain where he is, or if he decides to take any other decisions or whatsoever, bear in mind that it is not a sign of undermining the speaker. Thomas is in a tight position.
And
Because yes, the other guys, I'm saying that they don't have the legitimacy. The other guys from the other blood, I said they got the number. But mind you, it is a political ground. Thomas has been on it for more than 2 different times. He knows how it plays. He knows the effect when setting group. So allow Thomas to make his own decision that will also, at the end of the day, not just protect CDC, but protect his job, protect his position. You don't want to have Thomas leaving from the position as deputy speaker just to certify CDC and just be on main floor member.
then what if, you know that it's not going to happen, but what if Thomas Salah leaves the position as deputy speaker, the also
Just to
Funati
certify.
Papa leaves the position as speaker?
Just to
There's no
certify.
CDC in the house.
See, citizens now will be happy.
Then there's no CDC in the house.
Yeah.
They have a CDC.
Then maybe on our side, Thomas Salah will not be a tutor.
No, but then say go to your other to be speaker or deputy speaker.
So this is what I'm saying, that citizens need to distribute their mind that Thomas is behind this thing.
Change the
That he
narrative.
wants to remove the man because he wants to become speaker.
Imagine.
No. Then you call the person church. Like I said, me and I said that I not deal with Thomas Salah over and again. And I think that Thomas has done some wrong things. But on this note, I see no reason. And I just think that he's in a tight position. Like the way I said
And let
that
them.
the speaker, I don't think the speaker has done anything wrong for the removal. But I think people think that he's not buying the car. People think that he's not getting money.
Yeah.
Let us say with their problem. It may get deep. With me, man. But people we understand you, my man. We have like people. Yeah, we have the Liberian people. You know, so that is a situation. I'm just saying this to you so that open your minds. Do not allow the people to play politics of you and put your two leaders lower head and say we can see each other and everything. No. At this point, everyone needs to play that card wisely.
Very well.
The better you play,
The
the
better
best.
the chance is stand to be one of the winners.
But if you don't, you get yourself to be green.
Yeah. If you have people out there, citizens out there, Meaning Thomas Fala, how do you expect the team to be able to do the right thing?
You know, let me
The pressure from you people.
let me be honest. Um, Thomas has a radio, but he's not a media.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. But I saw on the television that day, he was so embarrassed.
At the party.
Yeah, even from the camera billings.
Yeah.
From that day, right? You know what I said to myself? Seditious are people you need to be careful with because they can change in a minute.
The pressure.
I saw seditious and I saw people posting, bring me Thomas Fala to that level. I caught myself. I said, what? What? Can they go this route with Thomas Fala that no one can question his loyalty to CC so easily?
Some position, even when it was start beating
Yeah. Yeah.
he went to the party. People wanted to capture him. You have to do this that all the good you do when you do proper. Come on, I ain't too bad. We too bad. He too bad. Just they say in their own thoughts, they just thinking that maybe he will do it. Only because one person lost the bird and he said he wanted to go do the right thing to go do it and be able to start.
Yeah.
And that was his job he was doing to do it.
Because the law says once the speaker is not available,
Exactly.
the
That's
deputy
because
speaker resides.
So because he wasn't the voting officer, that was a crime.
But that is it, just to let citizens to understand. Sometimes don't blame people on the topics. There are things that you have people who don't know. The political issue down there is quite different.
But Sekou, let's also enforce institutions to they said that was the problem they had with the preserve. But if someone are going to preserve that they put there for that people farmers people like you.
Yo. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's too hard.
But
Yeah. So let's not make this. You don't want to blame. You don't want to blame people like Thomas Fala. You know, today we're determining the outcome of the play.
thank you.
Let's see. You know, and even though the speaker is being battled, but Thomas Fala is giving him more hot water as compared to the speaker.
Yeah.
Because the men say, you not can hear, you will know what happened to you, your position.
Because
Then the other men to go on the other side, he said, you not on the other side, you not on the other side, he will say, you betray.
all of these things happening is because say he's taking there to do water. Say Korean water. As a speaker, it's not compulsory that you do
No,
approach the relationship with the president.
I think,
It is not because that you and the president be that close.
I think what will happen
The
here,
president is doing his job, that's all.
no, I think what will happen here, trust me, the speaker will do some little, you know,
Yeah, adjustment. Yeah, as you do.
you know. Let me say this.
Sure.
I like the stand the speaker is taking. You know, we need to set precedents in this country. And when you heard me talking about the religious leaders and all the people did not say anything, they're not calling the other block to tell them that, oh, you're going to come together. This man
Nothing.
is legitimately you people. When the man stands his ground and says, you will not remove me, I will not remove until you do the right thing, that's the time that will come for the sake of the country. Mr. Speaker, for the sake of the country, the other lawmakers are not coming to work. For the sake of the country, they're sleeping in hotel. For the sake of the country, they don't want to do like people job. For the sake of the country, they've not come to session to pass legislations. For the sake of the country, they're not doing it. For the sake of the country, they are unity partisan lawmakers. They're not thinking about the government to succeed. Mr. Speaker, if anyone comes to you, whosoever and say for the sake of the country, let it go to worker for the sake of the country to tell his lawmakers to do the sake of the country. Stand your ground and make people to understand that this is a country of law.
and let him tell them that for the sake of the country, my reputation is on the
Yes.
line because they don't do corruption. So you resign. It shows that you have a right.
Your character is on the line.
Exactly.
The people will say everything is fair for
It is
you.
true.
It is true. It is true that you don't want to audit, but you don't want to wait home.
Thank you.
It is true that you get some ties with other big businesses.
It is
So,
true
Mr.
that you don't want to walk on foot.
You don't want to walk
All
out
of that.
Mr. Speaker, to exonerate yourself.
Stand your ground.
Stand your ground. Let them come and provide whatsoever they have against you, and you can have a due process so that we can understand whether you are doing the wrong thing or you're doing the right thing. But for what some of us are aware of, that your own group beating you so. Your own group, they can say that God beating you, but your own group beating you so. Hey, hey. Is it my own group beating you?
Yeah. Because see, Papa, 45,000.
Yeah.
What you doing with the money?
Yeah. Yeah. You go say, you say, remember buy you you won't go to your district. Remember, yeah.
Grow up, Nella, you. It's just one of buy you can't go to your district.
Let's go to your place, go to
Go live over house. That is all.
Now, yeah, but this morning, let me say it. We're going to open the lines now. We want you, Liberians, to speak directly. Call your name. Which one of the districts you're from? Maybe from some kind of district in other areas. Call the district you're from, and then you go to the extent, call the name of the representative. Tell them what you want to tell them. And if they continue, there's a need that you Liberians come out because are you anything people do it affects you more than them. Because they take their salary, they are elected people. So we start passing around and looking for state to try to remove some of the lawmakers and how we come into it.
Yeah.
Let's go to the answer.
Now you because of the foolish act they carry on. Foolish act they carry on.
You see, Boga the people there.
Okay, so 07709079070770907907907 07790033835. For those of you in the Vera Countess, 0779003835. Those are the numbers to call. Yes,
for the county. You want to call the county number?
Is it the time we are coming to talk to the lawmakers?
Yes, we will come and talk to the lawmakers and also talk about the issue.
Okay, 07790033835. So for those of you in the counters, it is 07790033835. The cash giveaway is on play now. We are giving out 3,000. *79 now hash select number 8 because of Liberia. We are playing with 1 LT. Play 2, 3, 4, 5 times to win money. Good morning.
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 Let me say morning to people with the CEO. Lost and Find is the name.
Okay.
And my foundation is
This line is for people. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the cue. Go ahead.
Thank you. Let me say good morning to my representative. Going to, I think it's the majority block. Who are anti-state. But then just my point. I want to be that before the people were elected, they were accepted. They were against it. That tells you that the people was for. How come? How come?
Speak to your lawmaker. Speak to the lawmaker, please. Lord say, speak.
I will come to
You don't have the luxury. Speak to your lawmaker.
okay, no problem. To my lawmaker that the 49 vote, you're not getting met. We're going to 2 weeks now. So I don't know when I will be okay.
Oh,
well, let me say this to you.
Okay. Thank you. Let me take Napoleon Duque. Napoleon, you from Omi County.
More precise, and thank you this morning for picking me on your radio.
Who's your representative today?
Good morning to Samora. Let me speak to the female giant on the radio, please. Okay, my representative is Obitaya Viney. Those are people because they can be from bushes to bushes. making sure that these guys get elected to come and make law for the people of Bobby and benefit Liberia life. So I want to say thank you to Bigayo and Mana Bishop for the decision to stand to remove the speaker. For the speaker to sit on the big platform, there's no network to say lawmaker goes to concession company and ask for money when the people say they don't do it at the end of the day, those are things that people want to move you for. For you to say they go to Boulevard to the school projects and call government agencies to take money for them. The speaker have brought that one to public this dispute.
So what's it buying out?
But second, there's a broken cost of people responding authority. You, the speaker, cannot preside over the body. Then you say the gas is doing things that does not conform to realities and the law. So it means you lack leadership. So I said, thank you to Obadiah Running for removing that speaker. Let the speaker go.
Obadiah can bring it out. Okay, Principal Bobo, Obadiah, he's man. He don't say he's a total stranger to now. Hello.
Good morning.
Oh, they're sleeping in the room. Good morning. They may use a big meal. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, Samira. This is CC Papisha Saskita. I've been trying to having a honorable to Mexico Chiporo this morning. Yeah, let me say kulo to all of the people in from Colorado County that were happy this morning. I would like to speak to Honorable Marco N. Thomas. This is not a promise to your people in district from Colorado County. This is not a motto that you gave to the people before you were elected to that party. He came as independent candidate, as a humble person. All of a sudden, in the hands of the people in the district. For the fact that you go there, not in the interest of the Liberian people. This is not the Liberian people interest. This is your own self thing that you're going for. The man you, the other man, the youth went to your house telling you, I will choose 15,000 or you choose the impeachment. You flew all over the country. We are saying on you, I you. If we choose to remove the speaker on no reason, the speaker is senior manager, chairman on the story. Now you go against the speaker. We're going to vote for.
Okay, thank you. Let's take that line. For those of you out of Monrovia, call the line for those of the people out of Monrovia.
0779 003 835 0779 003 835.
Good morning, Samira. Good morning to school. Samira, this is Billy King. I do know you for going back this morning. See, it is that much pathetic. Whenever you meet the former president, happy birthday, because of God, please, and for her life. Samira, you see, I would say we are
Speak
now.
to the lawmaker. The vision of the lawmaker.
Yeah, our country where we are now, we are kind of done because yeah, you know, people on the radio watching this kind of thing. It means that
the lawmaker?
Speak to your lawmaker.
my lawmaker is not involved. My lawmaker is ruling people for 1.
So he's moving the process?
No, he's not part of the process. He's economic.
Oh, he's somehow involved. Now you're saying not involved. So, okay, speak to him, please.
Yeah, I just want to say to him, you know, the law is the law. You cannot be a lawmaker and then at the same time you become a lawbreaker. For those of our friends who want to become lawmakers, history will remember them on the wrong path. But when you say the ruler continue to stay your ground, continue to be with the speaker because the speaker is doing the right thing. I see no reason why the speaker should be removed. If these guys were having their own money, like people said, if they had their own money, they will not go to the RIS for more than a week. You can't be a responsible man. You do your work at your home. You sit in a hotel and telling somebody at the time you are busy doing your children. Young girls are going to that place for the 4 hours. This is the new auto stand of a little girl law hustling. So no different of women. I want to say our lawmaker accusing young women because they lie.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira.
Good morning. Where do you join us from?
Samira seems to be anonymous.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm an employee sector.
Okay.
You know, yeah, this is a living issue, and it is free for the Liberian people to know. The civil servant director have to come out to speak, because we are saying that there will be civil disobedience if we guys continue to do this to the Liberian people. Can you imagine the civil servant that they are about to money to? You cannot reach 2,500 per annual. Then somebody sleeping in a hotel for 2 weeks, 3,500. Where civil servant will only stop to $2,000 US per annual. Then you go to take money, $5,000 or 15,000, almost 7 years salary for the civil servant in this country. Then you take that in a single 1 week in this country. The civil servant have to come up to speak to the president. And go again that if the people continue this, we will have a good flow in the republic, and then this problem should be resolved because our money very small disease. We know the transportation that's all
Okay.
from Broadway.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Who is a lawmaker?
I'm going to say something, and I know you see the red point. So I will him, and I will always talk to him that he should be the lawmaker, not the lawmaker.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where do you join us from?
I'm not a person. I'm going from Maryland County organization.
Maryland County. How is Maryland County this morning?
Well, the company is doing great this morning.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I think it's what in this question, I just want to talk about law because I told him William. Honorable William is sitting in the house there to come for the Maryland County. Due to our process, we all challenges that we are facing in the country. That's why we continue over to the house to give you the power. But now we are in the house taking 15,000 with our food. But we expose the same we have to work for it. Take him up by power and give you our power that you are making in Colorado. I can show you personally now, how again. The one that put prayer to keep your house. You know what and so are the young people are calling from the top of the district. Thank you.
Thank you. Let us take people from Monrovia. Good morning. Let's. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. You're live.
Yeah, very good.
Please be audible. Please. Come again. Okay, let us start today's person. Good morning. Let us take. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is first F for me.
Okay.
My name is Eduardo.
You're live, Eduardo.
Okay. Thank you for the topic of discussion.
Okay.
I want to call upon my representative for the for the family. So in addition that we can see the because people removing, and we withdraw from there. Because a lot of it's only there for it to talk of the people of former district. And I also acknowledge the honorable mayor one in Bapo. If you don't know the stuff, the both of you are there. I think between you model made that encourage people for you at the time. He said, you people. So I'm saying the movie of the over what is a speaker or the is relevant. That's part of our constitution in a couple of that. So if you guys when you think you will listen, if you will not do so, just on the time, we will get out.
Okay. This person, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead. Okay.
to my lawmaker. This most thing
You're coming in very low, my brother.
that law is getting me.
Yes, go ahead.
After I joined the conversation on red light district number 6, I'm buying DJC.
Mm.
I want to speak to my lawmaker. I tell tomorrow, say your God, you the speaker unto these guys is to join you guys in the support for business. Because mind you, if you don't do that for business, we would take over that particular out there with us from the base and we'll force them to put away. So, I think thank you very much for the company with it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Giveaway is on. We are giving out 3,000 Liberian dollars. Last 799 hash. Select option 8 for Voice of Liberia. Put in 100 Liberian dollars. And win yourself 3,000. The winners for yesterday, we did send them their money. There was no time, so we couldn't call them on the radio. Let's take this person. Good morning. Let us take. Good morning.
Well,
Good morning. Go ahead. You're live. Your line is very bad. Okay, let's talk to the next person. Yeah, good morning.
yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Let's say good morning to all of Black family. My name is Tommy Warren and I'm doing job.
Okay. Okay.
Prince 2. Let me call a phone for the Prince 2. I want you to hear the crowd of Liberian people who for the interest of the speaker. You can't see a reason to recalibrate and tell the speaker position and the people have position because for you to know you could be Liberian led. Liberian people always want to tell Liberian. I'm telling you, so talk to our district and tell people where you people to come after your people and the people make it for the all because of everything to speaker. But you're not doing so here. I have to go out and go just to remove yourself. Who am I? You got to go. Why do I want to remove yourself? The man is just you can live whatever you want to do. You just a new thing. What can you get to see? You want to follow that? Who are the I can't go. You got in here from you. For the what are you those people to remove yourself? You said do you allow you? Think about it.
Thank you. This person here, good morning.
I was thinking, you need to go.
Hosting that line for those of the people out of Monrovia.
No, but he said from the rock county, I'm going to this my internal call because it's the county.
We said out of
Out of Monrovia.
Okay, baby. So I think I'll be on the privilege. So I want to thank you for the discussion. But I want to go.
How do I get everything? Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you always. So let me borrow the word of the language store. And he says, say your own, and I will say my own. Right? So you're making more emphasis on God who are at the RLC, lodging. When Funati were wanting to become a speaker, is blocked or residing in Yoruba Hotel, spending thousands and thousands of dollars. So this is why sometimes we see somehow discouraged when it comes to some of these national issues. Because Mayu, one thing for the teachers that were here is wanting to defend them. I've seen people acting like this. Funati was spending thousands of dollars on lawmaker at Yoruba or
how would you think it sounds rude?
lawmakers are being coming into different hotels at the expense of the people they came to represent. You understand? The issue of common balance. Super is on long issues. This is what sometimes when I listen, somebody called the had elaborate press conference, branding some as a party division. In the process of having a press conference, some of the appear the press conference was called down. You see, this is how people are. This is how people are so sometimes. I'm very don't get it.
Okay.
And they are not going to do what they're saying. So let it continue. If you give me some kind of course, they always need to make the focus. I mean, I'm going to discuss one.
So that's what the rescue, right?
That's my representation.
This what is happening now? What is happening now? Is that is the
You didn't want it in there.
No, it is not unconstitutional. What is it is not unconstitutional, Samara.
Okay. Morning.
Who's in this call? You see, he knows nothing about party. He should bring our party official to come very cute. Thank you.
You not call your new.
Okay, let's take it from this end. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Joy. I'm from Omega School.
Mm.
I just want to say this morning to our leader, Marcus. This is his first time. We came with a lot of problems. This is the reason why we voted him. We went in our house, sent him there. Soon as this, to start corrupted and forget about war and start doing things to benefit his own interest. And that's what we did for him. If he continues this, I will say that put it on me, I'll a plate and make sure that he able to watch for now rebel law and be able to pass law and rules for this country so live peaceful. Resolve for now, maker and help the group to uphold the law.
Okay, let me take it from this end. Good morning.
Good morning, Samira, and good morning, Sekou.
Morning.
This is Jim Mawazakaman calling this morning.
Why
Go
you keep
ahead.
using
Yeah, but go ahead. Zagama, go ahead.
Yeah, and I was sorry for that. Sekou, the topic this morning is very interesting. And for me, what I have to say this morning is the law of Liberia must be protected. The same law that made those guys, those rebellious lawmakers, the same Liberian constitution that made them represented today, is that same law we will go back and every few that they don't want for the what the law says is what we must and we will go back. The law says the law the next majority, the law make it clear to turn. And to turn is a percentage number 49. Anything less than 49, even you get 49, for nothing will not leave that speakership until you get that 49 signature.
Okay, who is your lawmaker?
First,
Okay, okay. You can speak to him. You have something to say to him?
Yeah. I want to congratulate him for his step, for the support of the speaker. Look, my representative has stood as a patriot, as a law-abiding individual, a man that wants to see the format of this country. He has stood by the law, and not just the people is speaking now, but he's standing by the law of this country. And I urge him, and I pray for him to stay by the law of this country. And the law must be protected, and the law will be protected, and the law must be protected.
Okay, thank you. This person, good morning.
My name is Amara, and I'm going to speak about your sequel.
This is your
yeah, this is your I got freedom to deliver. I must too.
Okay.
Samara, for me, I love this game I can play. Even a unity party will come off and say, Nadi want a ground, yeah, made everyone in the ground. Good. I don't have that. Say, what are we getting from the budget?
That's the same thing I asked.
So for me, as physician, we are long with fight. When the brother people say we should fight, and our president then holding us say you not fight. Because some of all we are not speaking because of political motion. The answer we take is answer that there was no need to be there with one of your fight to institution. We are clear about that. Okay? So we are standing on the side of the law. We can't continue to do things over again, getting the same result. Because most guys are thinking they pass every small every style. People when at the house they say, oh, I don't do it because of people. This is not time for people. This is why we always just nothing. That's right. I was a strong candidate for being elected at that time when he took at the Supreme Court. It is always good that we go and understand what the law says.
Okay, who is your lawmaker?
You know, those guys are taking money and Sekou was saying that this is not what I get proud at all. So I feel sorry about this payment. These guys want to get money back in the hotel. Enjoy themselves and they are doing that for the Liberian people. This is sad. And one of my lawmaker is Corporal, President Corporal, who is the United Party. People they all put it out there. The last time it happened, when the young man shaking the country, and then they stood for ground and talk to the United Party. The issue is not there. I can explore all that magic and exhibition. On the night, you see what the protest. I'm going to be champion of God. She is studying for Liberia. This is why you call nationalist. This is why you call Petra. This is why you talk about. He's studying with her. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Let me see good morning because this is Prema Wuda from village. Semira, let me say to you for the current discussion. For me, my lawmaker is Honorable Papi Flemo. And let me give him the encouragement to share his ground with the speaker. And let me give the encouragement to all citizen lawmakers, to all the opposition lawmakers, to all the independent lawmakers, whatever which party they're from, that is standing with the speaker. Let me give them the encouragement. You stand your ground. This thing is not because you sedition, because you opposition person, but it is about our law. What the Constitution say? They said to third majority. They say to 1 or to 3. Let it to 1 to 2 or to 0. They said to 10, which is 9. You even get for the 8.5? No. Now what our law say. So if your fee say this man, you have problem with him. Today is session day. You please go at the capital, submit all